Hey everybody, it's me, Nicole Rivera from the Stop Writing Alone writing community, and here on the MV Rivera YouTube channel every week sharing writing prompts so you and I can write stories all year round, hopefully getting to that wonderful goal of 52 stories in 52 weeks set before us by Ray Bradbury. Because, in case you've forgotten why we're doing this, the whole idea is that we're getting lots and lots of practice of writing complete stories, beginning, middle, and end. And we go into this challenge just knowing they can't all be good, but we also know they can't all be bad. So whether or not you're taking this time to write, rewrite, and polish off these stories and start submitting them, or you're going through the year to gather up lots and lots of drafts that you can work on later, that's completely up to you. I'm here to provide prompts to inspire you to maybe, write outside the box, do something that you wouldn't normally do. Lots of times I have prompts based on various prompt tools. Like last week, I think it was, we used the story cubes, Rory story cubes. We've used things like Storymatic and, books that I have and things like that. But there are times, like when we had the earthquake here in New York, that stuff that's just going on around me inspires me to come up with a prompt. And right now, I'm going through, it's actually this entire year, been going through The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron with some people in Stop Writing Alone. And rather than if you're not familiar with The Artist's Way, this is a very beat up copy. This is my copy I've been using for, about a decade now. This is a book/program where every single chapter you take on in a different week. So it's like a 12-week program or a 12-chapter book to, as she says here, a course in discovering and recovering your creative self. So it's really quite popular in writing communities, in artist communities, acting, directing, Hollywood people. Lots of people discuss and use The Artist's Way. What we've been doing in Stop Writing Alone to sort of change things up a little is rather than do it in 12 consecutive weeks, we've been tackling one chapter a month. And so in April, as the fourth month of the year, we are in week 4. And The Artist's Way there's reading in it, and then there's tasks and there's things to do to sort of in some ways it's self-reflecting, and then there are other ways it is to make you a little bit uncomfortable in your skin to try to find your true self, your true creative self. And week 4 is infamous for the discomfort that it thrusts upon you, because this is what we call reading deprivation week. Julia Cameron challenges us all that are going through the program to take a solid week and not read, not have any of that creative input. And she says, right out the gate in the chapter, warning, don't skip out on the reading deprivation. It's one of these things that she feels very strongly about. And having gone through it in the past and having pretty interesting results with it, I do also take that kind of seriously. So I'm actually going to take that on in this week coming up, the reading deprivation week. And what I was thinking of with that in my mind as I was sitting here getting ready for a prompt is to use that as our prompt this week and to write a story where there is no access to books. Now, I want to leave that up to you as to whether or not this is a short-term problem for your characters in your story, or whether or not this is a society that does not have access to literature. And it can be up to you whether or not that is something that is new and just being thrust upon people that are used to having literature, or it's something that has always been around. But it could be one person doesn't have access to books or a whole bunch of people. So I want you to have a reading deprivation story, a story where at the very least, your protagonist is unable to get access to their natural reading input. And that's it. Yeah. I'm wondering if I'm going to write a memoir. A memoir short story this week about myself not having access to books. Yeah, it could be a character that's going through the artist's way and is stuck in week 4. Completely up to you. But that's it for this week. I hope you have been enjoying these prompts and getting some stories out of them. I would love to see what you're writing if they're out there. Again, if they're in drafts, I totally get it if you're still working on them. My stories trickle out at a very slow pace over on storyhoarder.substack.com. I just shared one this past week, and I probably will be sharing one within the next week or so. And that's also the space where my completed YA novel is up there. I had put it out serialized on Story Hoarder, but it is all up there. So if you want to read Girl Unplugged beginning to end, it's up there for you. But otherwise, you can find me, as I said at the top of the video, over at stopwritingalone.substack.com. We're pretty much wrapped up for the live meetings for April. This month, yeah, because my family is going to be on spring break vacation. But the May calendar will be coming soon. So go ahead and subscribe to stopwritingalone.substack.com so you can join me for all of our live meetings coming up next month. Things like writing prompt parties and write-ins and type and talk and goal meetings and writing practice and the artist's way. Next month will be week 5. You can come in after reading deprivation week and save yourself that torture, or join me on it and let me know how it goes. But anyway, I'm going to let you go write. Happy writing. Have a wonderful week. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Head to stopwritingalone.substack.com to join today for more live events and writing inspiration all year round.